Hello, hello, hello. So I'm here to make a video on soul retrieval. So how I came across this is I was listening to somebody speak on YouTube, and they were talking about a soul retrieval. So all of a sudden, boom, that comes into my head like, oh my God. So what it is when something traumatic happens to you, which could be traumatic for me, or somebody beating you. It's usually something in your body, um, something that's happening to your body, and what your soul does at that point is leave your body at that point. um, I guess so it doesn't feel the pain. um, but when I was listening to the lady talk about this, I was like, oh shit, this is me. So I have tried everything. I have been working on myself for 3 years now, maybe 4. I've done a lot of healing, but it always seems like this last thing was always hindering me from, doing anything. And now that I've learned that after the soul retrieval, I still have stuff that's hindering me, and it is integrity. So integrity with myself and integrity with other people, or not being able to like say something and then stick to it and do it. So that's integrity, which I can talk about that later. I'll probably make another video about that. But right now I'm going to talk about my soul retrieval. So once that I heard about this, like once a dramatic thing happens to you, maybe you get beat, you get raped, I guess it could be a minor thing. For me it was a bigger thing. So I realized that I wanted to figure out how to do this. So I went on YouTube and looked it up, and I do a lot of spiritual stuff anyway, so I do believe in this, and I did believe in this, and I did this, so it worked for me. Other people I've talked to said it doesn't work for them, but I have a really good friend, Tammy. She says that it works for her, and she also leads people through this. But anyway, so I went into a deep meditation, took myself back to the event that happened to me, which we won't discuss because it doesn't need to be. You know what your event is, that you just know. Just ask yourself. Go inside. If you have to write it down, what was this event? Where did I lose my soul? Where did I lose a part of me? So I did that. I knew instantly where it was. So I went into a deep meditation. I brought myself back to that point where whatever happened to me happened, and I actually could see my soul had left my body at that point. So what I did is I asked my soul, please integrate back in my body. And I felt it come back into my body. I am in a women's group, and was so crazy. One of my counselors asked me, can I ask you a question to your subconscious? I'm not going to ask you what it is, but until after I ask it. So she asked me, she took my hand, she asked me the question without me knowing what it was. She asked my soul, and then comes back to me, and she said, now I'll tell you what it was. And she said, I was asking you if there was a part of your soul that was missing, and it's not. And I about shit. Because I was like, no, because about a month ago, I did a soul retrieval on myself. So it was blown away that happened actually like a week ago. So I was like, oh my gosh, so this really worked for me. Now, one of the things that you have to know about this is you have to believe it. You have to believe that it's going to work for you. I got into a deep meditation to do it for myself. maybe you should get somebody that would do it for you, a guided meditation person. I could help you through it. I've only done it on myself, but you can actually get on YouTube and look up if you think you're a good enough meditator to be back and bring yourself back into that point to where you were, that when you got hurt. It could be abandonment, abuse, whatever it may be for you, you'll know. And then just walk yourself through that and feel the feelings. You feel the feels, and then you ask your soul to come back, and then you feel like you're one again, like you have some of your soul back. So there's a lot of it on YouTube. I can recommend Tammy for you to walk you through. I do a lot of life coaching, and I do cards and different stuff like that, but I really don't do soul retrievals. I could walk you through it, but since I've only done it for myself, I haven't done it for another person, but I absolutely could try. But it so worked for me. I think this would be great for a lot of people, because there's probably a lot of people out there that's been abused, been raped, been beaten, been in situations where our soul has left our body, so we would not actually remember it at that time. Maybe it brings it up later. I guess it brought it up later for me to clear it, because when somebody calls, or somebody was talking about it, it was like, oh, so you'll know. You'll absolutely know. You'll be like, oh my God, this is, happening. So it'll come up to you and you'll be like, yes. So this is my video about their soul retrieval. I might make it a little bit longer one next time. It looks like my video is getting ready to go out.